What if I told you you're losing money right now? Not because you invested poorly, but because you haven't even opened the right account yet. Did you know only 54% of Americans have a retirement or long-term investing account? I'm Nick, and welcome to Gen W, where we build generational wealth together. Before we dive in, if you're new here, please hit like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you don't miss the next video in our series. A quick note, I am not a financial or tax advisor, and this is not financial or tax advice. This is my personal experience over the last 20 years combined with months of personal research. You should do your own research or seek out a professional to understand the options best suited for your situation. Today we're diving into the foundation of everything, the different types of investing accounts, what they are, how they work, and why you should care. This is part 1, accounts for you as an individual. In later videos, we'll cover accounts for the family, kids, college, and your generational wealth legacy that you are building. If you've only ever dabbled in investing, maybe a single 401k at work or a brokerage account you used for a trade, this video is for you because investing isn't just for wealthy people. It's for anyone who wants to build generational wealth. And it starts with the right account, and it starts now. Let's get into it. First up, the typical employer plan like the 401k. The big mindset here, this is meant for 20-30 years of investing. It's long-term by design. You contribute from your paycheck, pre-tax, or sometimes Roth within 401k, and your employer may match. That employer match? It's free money. Don't leave it on the table. Most employers will match anywhere from 2 to 6% or more of your salary for contributions into your 401k accounts. This should be the first thing everyone who is working contributes to, as you are already getting a 100% return on the money you put in. Advantages of 401ks. Tax-deferred growth with a traditional 401k. You don't pay taxes on earnings until you withdraw. Furthermore, this reduces your taxable income in the year you contribute. If you make $70,000 a year and you contribute $10,000 to your 401k, then you are only liable for $60,000 of taxable income at the end of the year. Employer match boosts your return. Again, this is free money. Why wouldn't you take it? Imagine making $50,000 per year and you contribute 6% of your salary per year to your 401k. At a 10% rate of return, someone who starts contributing at age 35 would have almost $600,000 by the age 65. Now, if your employer matched up to 6%, that same account would be worth $1.2 million by age 65. Simple payroll contributions are automatic. Part of the hardest part of investing is thinking of it like paying yourself. When your paycheck hits, the money flies out the door for bills or expenses. With 401k accounts, that money is taken out pre-tax, before the money ever comes to you, taking the thinking out of your hands and securing your future. So, what are the disadvantages? Because it's built for retirement, taking money out early often triggers penalties and extra taxes. You're constrained. The money is locked in until your plan allows or you hit retirement age, typically 59 and a half, or as plan provisions allow. Early withdrawals trigger taxing events and a 10% penalty. Mindset. Treat this account as your core long-term vehicle. You're playing the marathon, not the sprint. If you start a job and your plan matches 4% or 5%, get in at least that much as soon as you can. Personally, I didn't take this serious until I was 30. That was 6 solid years of missing free money. Rough math tells me that was about $20,000 I missed in saving on my own, plus another $20,000 from employer matches. That $40,000 could have grown into over $200,000 over the 40 years until retirement. I will never get that back. Let's talk about individual retirement accounts, IRAs. There are 2 main flavors, traditional IRA and Roth IRA. We'll cover both, but lean a bit more time on Roth IRA because for many newer investors, that's where the power is. Traditional IRA. You may get a tax deduction for contributions today, your money grows tax deferred, then withdrawals in retirement are taxed. Traditional IRAs can be opened by anyone and are not tied to any employers. Roth IRA, you contribute with after-tax dollars, no deduction now. Money grows tax-free, and qualified withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. These are the most powerful retirement accounts out there because of this. What are the advantages of each? Traditional, get tax relief today. Good if you expect to be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. Statistically, most people will make less in retirement than they do now in their working years. Putting money into your IRA reduces your taxes owed now, which is more money in your pocket today and allows you to invest long term. Roth, you pay tax now, but avoid tax later. Great if you expect your tax bracket to be higher or you value flexibility. Everything you put in will grow tax-free. As an example, if you started at age 35, putting the $7,000 maximum into a Roth IRA yearly, and it grew at 10% per year, then you would reach retirement with almost $1.2 million in tax-free money. The other advantage in Roth IRAs is you can withdraw any of the funds you put in, not the growth or return, without penalty. This would slow your total return, but in a pinch, you'd have access to those funds without having to pay the 10% early withdrawal fee or create a taxable event. Disadvantages of IRAs. Traditional IRAs, you'll owe taxes later. Required minimum distributions, RMDs, may apply with slight less flexibility. Tax and withdrawal rules. With traditional IRAs, if you withdraw before age 59 and a half, you may owe a 10% penalty plus taxes. With Roth IRAs, your contributions, not earnings, can often be withdrawn anytime, but earnings withdrawn before age 59 and a half or before 5-year holding period may be taxed, penalized. Roth. No immediate tax deduction, and contributions eligibility can be limited by income levels. Only individuals making less than $150,000 per year and married households making less than $236,000 per year are eligible to contribute up to $7,000 per year into a Roth IRA. But for those earning over those figures, there is the backdoor Roth that will allow you to contribute the same amounts to a Roth, and the process is quite easy and 100% legal. Mindset. If you're a newer investor and you qualify, I like to think of a Roth IRA as your flexible, long-term, tax-free growth engine. It's part of your core stack alongside your 401k. After wasting years not properly investing for retirement, I spent time researching and sitting with tax experts and found the best plan that I should have started with, but currently execute now, is to take the employer match in my 401k, then max out my Roth IRA contributions using the backdoor Roth. It drives me nuts about how much I missed out on, but those accounts are cruising now, and my kids will not repeat my mistakes. Finally, the taxable brokerage account, sometimes called a standard investment account. This is where you have the least restrictions, but also the most tax exposure. Advantages using an individual brokerage. There are no contribution limits. You can invest as much as you want, within whatever your monthly budget allows. Here, you can buy and hold stocks, actively buy and sell stocks, and trade options contracts. You can withdraw anytime, no age restrictions or mandatory distributions. Disadvantages of individual brokerage accounts. You pay taxes on dividends and on realized gains. If you hold an asset less than 1 year and sell at a profit, that's short-term capital gains taxed as ordinary income. If you hold more than a year, the gain is taxed at long-term capital gains rates, 0%, 15%, or 20% depending on income. Because of tax consequences, the compounding power is slightly lower, with all else being equal, compared to tax-advantaged accounts. Mindset. Think of your brokerage account as the short to medium term vehicle, or the extra investment above and beyond your retirement accounts. It gives you flexibility and control, but you're not getting the tax shield of retirement accounts, so you pay for that freedom. I have a question for you all, and I want you to drop your answer in the comments. At this point, what account have you opened and contributed to consistently so far? Your 401k, a Roth IRA, a brokerage account, or none yet? Drop a comment below with which one it is and why. The more honest, the better. We're building together. How to contribute and strategy. Now let's talk about how to contribute and build your stack. For a 401k, make sure you're capturing the employer match first. If your employer matches, say, 4% of your salary, that's a 100% return on that portion. Start there. There is no beating free money. Once you maximize the 401k match, shift your focus to a Roth IRA. Ideally, you open early, contribute regularly, monthly or per paycheck, and treat it like paying yourself first. Use dollar cost averaging, investing the same amount at regular intervals regardless of market conditions. That smooths risk over time. The Roth will allow your money to grow tax-free. Personally, I invest in the VOO, S&P 500, the QQQ, Tech 100, IWM, small caps, Bitcoin, gold, and SCHD, high-yield dividends, each week automatically within my Roth account. Year to date, these positions are up 27%, tax-free. Then, consider maxing or increasing contributions in your 401k. Many recommend targeting 10 to 15% of your salary, including employer match, for retirement savings. This again reduces your current tax liability and saves for your future. The maximum contribution limit for 401k accounts in 2025 is $23,500. For brokerage account, use it to invest extra capital once your retirement accounts are on track. Apply dollar cost averaging here as well. Because taxes apply when you sell, especially if held less than 1 year, consider holding for the long haul, turning what would be short-term trading into long-term investing. Consider short-term plays or options trading, only if you are ready for that. I have plenty of other videos to help you with options trading, so make sure you subscribe to Gen W. Tax tip: in brokerage accounts, holding assets for more than 1 year before selling typically allows you to pay the lower long-term capital gains rate rather than the higher short-term rate. Why this matters for you? If you're newer to investing, you might be thinking, I'll figure account types later, or that is a tomorrow problem. But here's the FOMO. Every year you delay investing opens the door to tax drag and loss compounding. You will never get that investing time back. Investing isn't just for wealthy people. It's for people who choose to act early, contribute consistently, stay patient and disciplined. Exactly the Gen W philosophy. So to recap, we looked at 3 key account types you should know as an individual: your employer, 401k, your IRA, traditional or Roth, and your taxable brokerage account. We compared the advantages, disadvantages, and how you should think about each. In part 2, we'll dive into the family side: kids, custodial accounts, 529s, and how to set up investing across generations. In part 3, we'll layer in advanced topics: options, portfolio location, tax-efficient investing, deeper tax strategies. Stay tuned. If you found value in this video, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2. And tell me in the comments, which account are you going to prioritize this year and why? Thanks for watching Gen W. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.